Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 36 of Direwolf20's Let's Play of OceanBlock2. I'm setting up some stuff today. Particle accelerators. So, funny thing, after I wrapped up last episode saying it's not working, I don't know why, I literally just went over here at one point and clicked this twice and it started working. So I then stopped working for the day on videos and then came back today to see if it's going to behave itself on fresh world load. But it was working last episode. So if we check this dude out, at some point he's going to speed up to a significant degree. And then once that redstone triggers, look, it's working. It's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Haha, that's cool. And then if I come over here and put a zombie flesh in here, once it gets fast enough, it's going to emit a redstone signal here. And then we should be cool. Ah, collision power 1,061 joules. And that was enough to convert redstone and rotten flesh into an enderic compound. Which means this guy needs a collision power of 1,000, so this should work. So if I run Fluxite through this, and then get an empowered Restonia block, which is hopefully not hard to do, this should be cool. So I'm going to need you, and a Restonia crystal block, which I can get by getting some redstone blocks and empower and doing this. Now, if I have to automate this at some point, I shall. Okay, we'll see what needs to happen here, right? But this goes in the middle with redstone. I'm gonna need bricks and nether bricks. Let's start with 4 of these. We'll see, and then red dye. And then redstone, right? So I'm going to do something like this. So if you go in the middle, and then I do 1, 2, 3, 4. Nether brick, brick, redstone, and red dye. Psst, this is the part where you start crafting. Am I not where I need to be? Possible. It felt wrong to me when I built it, so we're going to find out. If I was wrong, I can't wait for all the YouTube comments. Do you need a redstone signal or something? What's going on here, Chief? Restonia crystal block, red dye, fire. Oh, that's a fire brick. Well, there's your. That's not a nether brick. That's a fire brick. Well, there's your problem. It looks like a nether brick. What do you want from me? Am I wrong that it looks like a nether brick? Yeah, that's what's up. Now we're cooking. I don't know how much power you're going to need for this, but we're going to find out. In fact, I'm going to break you for a sec. That was there. Does that work, or is that not cool to do? I bet you didn't appreciate me doing that. Ah, wrong button. Yeah, that definitely is too close, so it needs to be... I was hopeful that it could, work either way, but nope, not so much. Not the end of the world. We can solve this. So we just do, this, and that, and then this. This, and then that. There are times when I appreciate your downiness. And then there's other times where I don't appreciate your downiness. Hey, wrong block. Nope. Alright, you all gonna be cool now? Look at that! Empowered Restonia Crystal. Nice. Okay, so that works, right? So then you guys will continue to be cool. Again, we'll automate when determining if I need to automate. I don't know if I need to do this like once and then I'm done forever, or if it's going to be like a thing where we need to make, you know, more than a couple of these. So I'll start with these couple, and then we'll see how it goes. Is that a plan? Wonder if I can like tick accelerate somebody. Is that a thing that's like doable, you think? So that's not how that works. There's definitely a lot more particles, right? Yeah, that's definitely cool. Okay. So you guys are going to be cool about stuff. You're going to be back to daddy time. Okay. So that means I should be able to come over here, put one of these in here, and then get a fluxite crystal. I'll do that many for now. And drop it in here. And if I'm not mistaken, this should craft the thing I'm after. And then it's a simple matter of when I want to automate this, I have item 1 going here, item 2 going here, and then extract from here. And that should work, right? So we can see what happens, right? The gist is like, when the particle's going too slow, it can't go from here to here. It doesn't have enough energy to bridge this gap. But when it's going too fast, this is too tight of a curve for it. It can't make a sharp 90-degree angle. So you have to speed it up. Whoops. You have to speed it up. And then not stand, you know, where the thing's gonna be. Let's get another fluxite. Luckily, I basically have infinite of those. Right? Don't stand where the particle accelerator occurs, right? But like, so this is too tight of a turn. This is too long of a distance for slow. This is too tight of a turn for fast. So you have to like get it sped up, and then once it reaches a critical speed, then it can be released into the larger circle where it can get even faster, right? Because by the time it gets released here, like that's going to get turned by the redstone once it's fast enough. Is that cool? Ready? Somewhere around now. See it turn? And now it's in the big circle. Right? And it's getting faster and faster. And you can keep an eye on the speed over here if you're interested. Right? And then this guy is set to, when he hits a redstone signal strength of 10, he drops the item in here, and then we get our overcharged crystal. Look at that. How cool. How cool is that? So that's how that works, right? So, like, that's pretty cool. Now, if you need things to be even faster, you could, like, you know, speed, like, have one speed up here and then have, like, another matching setup, like, over there, and then merge two fast ones. Because basically, the way it works is it just adds the velocities, right? So, like, this guy gets up to 1,000, and then it inserts one going at, like, speed 1. Did I put it in the wrong spot? Oh, I did, didn't I? No, I didn't. It's in here, right? I don't know what I just broke. I broke something somewhere. Cool. Did I waste a Restonia crystal? I might have. I might have wasted a Restonia. It's not a big deal. Yeah, don't put it in here. Because, like, what happens is when this starts moving, right, this is not far enough. So, like, it doesn't... It's kind of hard because the laser doesn't always render right. But, like, it got to about here before it died. So, like, yeah, don't put things directly in here. That doesn't work well. Cool. So what happens is it gets up to like speed 1,000, and then it drops an item in at speed 1, and then its collision speed is like 1,001. Right? If I had a matching speed up and I got this to 1,000 and I got another one to 1,000, then when they collided, if you made them collide, they'd be at like speed 2,000. So that would be like a thing you could do. So the speeds that we can get up to, like, to make an elytra needs a speed of 10,000. I have no idea how you get that. Like, we're going to need a much bigger particle circle thingy to make a 10,000 joule collision. Because as it sits right now, if I don't insert anything here, this dies out somewhere around... Well, it's definitely over 1,000, but I think it's not that high. It doesn't get that quite that high. We'll see with the redstone here in a minute what'll happen with it. What other large... So we can make nether stars for 15,000, right? We can make heavy cores from Minecraft. Well, that's cool. We can make echo shards. This is a nice way to make echo shards. I like that a lot better than the other way I've been making echo shards. Right? Plutonium dust. Right? Antimatter pellets are like really easy to make, by the way. So at some point, the same problem that we have over here, where the particle's going too fast to bridge the gap, happens over there. It goes too fast for this distance. So we would need a bigger circle if we want to go beyond whatever the max speed is here, which turns out to be 1892. And it tells you where it died. It died like somewhere over here, right? So like it was going too fast and it couldn't quite curve enough. So we would need a larger ring to go beyond 1900, let's say. Does that make sense? I hope so. I don't know. I feel like I'm doing a bad job explaining it, but you get the idea. Either way, we have a couple overcharged crystals now, and we can automate those with AE relatively easily enough, and I probably will at some point. I'm going to leave all this stuff on my to-do list because a lot of it is like things that I need to do, right? But the reason I needed this overcharged crystal was I wanted to make something, right? I wanted to make prometheiums. Yeah, that's right, prometheiums. So does that mean I can make a promethium now? I think it does, because I have 2 of them. So we should be cool. And this should be, like, really easy. Yep. He needs a lot of power, but, like, I can be patient for a second, right? It's a rhetorical question. Don't answer it. Do not answer that question. So now what we should be able to do is make what we've been working towards, which is the Rift Attenuation Crystal, right? So that's going to be the Promethium, the Heisenberg Compensator, Echo Shard, and Teleportation Core, right? So let's start getting this ready. So Teleportation Core. So all this stuff goes away for the time being. I'll be back for you, I promise. So you're going to go in here. We need the Abyssal Pearl. We need the Echo Shard, the Heisenberg Compensator, and then we just need that Promethium, which is still cooking. Getting there. And again, not super sure how often I'm going to have to do this. I'm assuming this is like a one-time and then I'm cool, right? We'll find out. There it is. Complete and good to go. Promethium complete. Oh man, that was a big quest complete. Challenge complete. What was the challenge? Oh. Hooray, Promethium. And that can lead to, like, cool stuffs. Hooray, Empowerer, go. He's using a lot of power. Look at the Rift charge, 33%. That's cool. The goo responds. Quest completed. Okay. So the rift below, we're down here, right? So rift attenuation crystal. The dark energy I fell the rift was the same energy that the abyssal pearls have. Using these, I can empower a crystal to expend my time in the rift. Note, when crafting the crystal, any online team member that's not currently in the rift will gain rift charge based on the item that is crafted. The rift attenuation crystal itself is only used for the next tier craft. So I think what that means is that thing that showed up on the bottom saying I'm at like 33% charge, we're cool. And then we're going to use this to get another one that'll boost me to a 10-minute rift time, right? So currently, I can go into the rift. I don't need to carry this with me. I can go into the rift and live there for 5 minutes before I get ejected. Then I have to get stuff in there in order to get access to a 10-minute rift time. Is that cool? Yeah. Okay, sweet. Now down here, rift armor. Interestingly enough, it seems the armor that the goo helps create responds well to the rift dimension. Wearing this armor seems to extend my stay in the rift just a little longer. Craft and equip either Celestia Gem or Eclipse Alloy armor to further extend your rift charge while in the rift. Hooray, I did do that. Sweet. Okay, so power bank add-on, you can go away. Lapis ring. Ooh, experience gained. Okay, sweet. All right, I think we're super cool there. So now we need to go find time crystals. All right, I'm down with that. So does that mean we want to go back to the rift? So what I want to do is put away any junk I don't need and be ready for, I don't know what this is, a counter that keeps track of rift charge. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what boosted when I got that. So I guess I don't need that, but it's a nice way for me to check what my rift charge is currently. Cool. All right, you guys go away. You can go in my backpack. That all seems cool. We're going to want to go to the rift portal. Do I need to, like, reopen the portal with another time fluid bucket? Does this portal close every time I go through it? I'm assuming yes. Five minutes left in the rift. Okay. Well, hello, rift. Now what? I don't know. I guess we just, we go find time crystals? What's over here? This is like a bunch of fluid. Oh, it's water. Okay. It's just water is green in this dimension. So are you guys like cool and friendly and not gonna hurt me? You're called rift demons, so nope, you are evil. Activating immunity. Nope, they are nasty, that's for sure. Oh boy. Okay. I was ejected. The rift attenuation destabilized as you are shunted back into the oceans above. So, like, if I die down there, do I immediately get kicked back up here? I guess that's the way it works. I guess. Where's my experience on this? Okay, cool. So we're definitely going to want, like, better protection-y stuff, right? Like, I've got protection 4 on things. So how about Stupefy might be cool. I definitely want to use my, so Stupefy would be cool. I feel like Stupefy would be cool. I just need some more poisonous potatoes. Have you had any luck making poisonous potatoes over here? I assume you haven't even tried. Yeah. How's this doing, by the way? Plenty of reactant dust left, so that's cool. Yeah, no such luck on the poisonous potato front. If I could just grow a poisonous potato real quick, that would make me a happy dyer. So I will be back in a minute. after I grow a bunch of potatoes and hopefully get one. Shouldn't take too long if I'm just, you know, doing this. So I'll be back in a minute when I see one show up. Got one. See? Told you that wouldn't be so bad. Okay, so that means I should be able to add Stupefy here. Potato. And that goes on my helmet. And you keep filling me up, please. Okay, so let's bind Stupefy to a hotkey. So like right now, my hotkeys are G for invulnerability, right? I've got decoy is set to J. And what was H again? I had H on something. H was debuff remover. I'm going to change H to be K. And then I'm going to make Stupefy H. Cool. So what that should be is Stupefy will make them forget about me for a minute. And that should be cool. So let's go to Rift Portal. Okay, good. It didn't close that time on me. There's a lot of monsters in here. Okay, cool. I get... Oh my goodness. I don't know what's killing me right now, but it's not good. I activated my decoy, which they should be attacking now. See them attacking the decoy? There's a lot of bad things happening right now. Okay, yep. It's cool that you get kicked back to the overworld when you die, though. Like, that is neato. That is super neato. I'm okay with that, right? I'm okay with that. 87%. We're getting there. We're getting to the point where this ham is upgradable. Right? 88%. We're getting there. Okay. So, like, kind of getting the hang of the Rift. I feel like I want to avoid mobs more than I fight them. Is my thought. Definitely want to, like, avoid mobs a little bit more than fighting them. But do appreciate the whole, like, you die, you wind up back here thing. Like, that's a neat mechanic. The Rift is currently too unstable to enter. Well, that's interesting. What's that mean? I don't know. Maybe there's like a cooldown period? Interesting. Tell me anything about that in here? Oh. I think my plan now is maybe to avoid some of the mobs. Interesting. You ready to level up? Because I really want to see what happens when I level you up. The interesting thing about this is that there's other abilities at level 5 and 10. So I feel like it's going to take me a while to get there. But I guess we'll see. And these are ways it can generate more EXP, right? So I'm assuming there's like a cooldown period in the Rift. That seems to be true. Yes. Okay, cool. Oh, okay, I'm running away now. So are there time crystals in here? That's what these are, right? Yeah, those are time crystal buds. So I want to find one that's like fully grown. Okay. Now remember, time crystals give you the wibbly-wobbly effect. But if you put them in your backpack, it doesn't. Says the guy who wrote this mod and knows how it works. Ooh, there's a crate in here. Ooh, there's a source gem. So yeah, if they're in your backpack... So basically they work like any other item that ticks in your inventory. So the way it works in Minecraft is items in your inventory can tick, meaning like, you know, every tick they can do a thing. And that's how a lot of things... Ooh. Running away from whatever that was. So that's how this thing is like cooling down, for example. Alright, you want to come at me, bro? Come at me, bro. Go after my decoy, please. So yeah, long story short, items don't tick inside your backpack. I like how they integrated time crystals in this dimension. It makes it actually really tricky to get around because of, like, the time crystal-y effect. And remember, there's an upgrade for that, but it requires time crystals to, like, you know, to get. And I like that there's a lot of them. Like, that's something I appreciate. I got something, whatever the next generation is. Oh my, there's a lot of these crates in here. I know there's a crate buster. I should probably be using it. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff happening, which is cool, and I like. Okay. I think I need to collect, like, a decent amount of time crystals, so I'm going to do that. And then come back when I'm ready. Remember, I only have 5 minutes in here, which I noticed there's, like, I don't see, at least, any counter on the screen. That explains how much time I have left. So we're going to have to see. I'm probably just going to get booted out at some point. And also, for the record, you should be able to tick... No, maybe not. Do they not? I can't imagine that they grow. They only grow on... They should only grow on time crystal buds. So, like, they won't grow unless something in the pack is saying that they can. Which I don't think I made easy to do, but I might be wrong. Alright, I am definitely getting out of here with all this shenanigans happening. This is a cool dimension, though. Like, how cool is this? Is this, like, procedurally generated, or is this, like, all custom made? Like, I know it's not totally procedurally generated, but, like, is it, like, a structure where, like, it gets put together in different pieces? Or was this, like, all hand-built? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I have 10. Actually, I have 14. So I'm good. I don't know why they don't stack. Rift loot? Count 10 out of 12. So some of these are Rift loot, and some of them are not. I would like to get 18 if I can. So I will come back in a few. Actually, we're so close to wrapping up, I might as well just do it here. So let's wrap up now, and we'll come back next episode. And I will have collected a few more crystals, and then we can do, you know, time crystal growth. Yeah, this place is neat. Having the wand is helpful. Alright, Dowell20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. You know the deal. Take it easy.